What's up guys, Glenn here from Better Games. A video on the games War Thunder and World of Warplanes. Thought I would do a little comparison video on these games, comparing 8 different aspects of each of the games, going through and choosing a winner of each aspect. Then I will give a verdict on the overall winner at the end, with just a basic breakdown of all the different features in each of the games. If you haven't seen either of these, go back onto our channel. We've done a couple videos of these games now. Really do enjoy both of them, but I do have a favoured one, but I won't tell you which one it is because I want to stay unbiased and impartial, and I want to try and make this as neutral as I can, so you literally do get the best comparison video I can give you in terms of these two games. But like I said, I will be comparing 8 different things. These are going to be current content featured in the games, battle types in the games, maps, single player options, customization of the planes, research for planes, graphics and sounds of the game, future content, and game mechanics. So I just want to say before I begin, I have got all this information from the games itself, the game's wiki pages, and the game's website pages. So if any of this stuff is wrong, don't shoot me, because I haven't made this up. This is literally what I found having a little research dig through a load of stuff. So don't shoot me if I do get any of this wrong. Go and complain at the website or the game itself. But with that aside, we shall start on current content. So current content, I'm just going to be covering nations and planes in both of the games. Currently in War Thunder there are 5 nations. There are the UK, USA, USSR, Germany and Japan. They feature, the game features about 150 planes at the minute. Each nation gives about 30 to 40 planes, I think it is, so a good choice of amount of planes for each nation. World of Warplanes, however, only features 4 nations currently, with USA, USSR, Germany and Japan, and they only have 100 planes in game at the minute. I'm sure this will be changing in the future, but for the minute I have to declare War Thunder the winner on this aspect. Moving on to battle types. War Thunder, you've got arcade missions, historical battles and full real scale battles. These are the simulator missions, so you get a good range of different game types in this game. Obviously just from the arcadey, not really having to put a lot of effort in, to historical battles, which I believe is a bit of a middle ground, so you do have to start putting a little bit more effort into actually flying your plane than you do in arcade missions. And your full real scale battles, this is literally the plane simulator of the game. So really you're getting two types of games in this game, which isn't bad considering it's a free to play. There's just obviously an arcadey flight shooter and a actual flight sim, so that's not bad at all. World of Warplanes, you have arcade battles, which features a few different game types. You've got Supremacy, Aircraft Wipeout, which is Aircraft Wipeout is obviously when the whole team's destroyed, the other team wins, and Supremacy is you gain points for targets destroyed. War Thunder generally seems to be just Supremacy, but so far I've only actually played the arcade missions. I've not actually had a chance to try the historical battles or full real battles yet. But from just that point alone, considering there's 2 game types in War Thunder and only the 1 in World of Warplanes, I have to declare War Thunder wins on battle types. Moving on to different maps. War Thunder, currently in the arcade missions, features roughly 5 to 10 maps, so not a bad range of maps. Historic mode and full scale battles, there are 17 different maps, or there were at the time of my research, which was a couple of weeks ago. Plus there's a lot more to come apparently in the future. World of Warplanes only features 9 maps in the arcade mode at the minute, and really I've only actually played 3 in my amount of time playing the game. I've only come across 3 different maps, which is a bit of a shame really. But from this aspect, or the maps aspect, I have to declare War Thunder the winner. Single player options. War Thunder, you have single missions and a dynamic campaign. Now this is a campaign where you can choose to, say, be Japan at Pearl Harbor or America at Pearl Harbor, and you can just completely change the course of history, and the campaign will actually fit to how you're playing, and it will go along with the story that you're creating, which is an awesome idea. I haven't had a chance to actually play this fully yet, but this sounds like an awesome idea. I really have to say that is a cool idea, just where the dynamic campaign keeps up with you. Battles aren't linear at all, and you can completely change the course of history. That's an awesome idea. Tutorials as well for each of the different types of planes, from your fighters to your bombers and everything, which is really cool. Forgot to say as well, in the single missions and the dynamic campaign, you can actually co-op with up to 3 of your buddies as well, that's pretty cool, considering you've got friends. If you don't have friends, then it's not that good. But if you do have friends, then that's good. That's very good for you. In World of Warplanes, you only have tutorials and single missions. No co-op, no dynamic campaign, which is quite a shame. And I believe the tutorials are fairly limited in World of Warplanes, which is a real shame, really. So, from this aspect, the single player options, I have to declare War Thunder wins. Moving on to customization. Now, you have different plane decoration types in War Thunder and World of Warplanes. War Thunder, you only have a small number of options to begin with, but you unlock these as you level up and you complete different battles and all the rest of it. World of Warplanes, I believe you do have a bigger amount of customization options to begin with, and then you unlock more as you go on as well. So, customization aspect, I have to go for World of Warplanes for this one. Their first win for customization. So, researching for different planes and all the different modifications and everything. War Thunder, you can only research different weapons and ammo types, and then other planes as well. With World of Warplanes, you can research airframes, weapons, different ammo, engines, other planes. So a lot more research options in that game. Hopefully War Thunder will be bringing these in future, but for now, World of Warplanes wins that one, just with the amount of modifications that you can research and unlock. So moving on to graphics and sounds, I think I'm just going to have to say it right from the start here that I'm going to have to tie this one, because both games seem to have put a lot of effort into creating very good looking games, very authentic, realistic looking games which do immerse you, all the different lighting and the different effects and everything. The sounds as well, both games have really used a lot of their time and a lot of their effort to create some realistic sounds to the different planes and engine types, down to getting shot and shooting other people. They've really put a lot of time into both of these. So gonna have to say World of Warplanes and War Thunder tie on the graphics and sounds aspect. Moving on to game mechanics. This is plane damage and flying controls and all that kind of fun stuff. You do have War Thunder. When you get shot, bits fall off your plane. Like I've managed to somehow land a plane with literally 2 half wings, but then ripped off my wheels by accident and kind of crashed and didn't do very well. But yeah, so you do get, when you do get shot and things happen to your plane as they would in real life. Someone's shooting you in the wing, then you will start to see little shreddings of it, and then which turn into a massive hole. And then eventually, if you still getting shot in the wing, it does rip it off and makes the plane literally uncontrollable, forcing you to either crash land or just literally crash into the side of a hill, which is never fun. World of Warplanes, however, you do get shredded up, but as soon as your plane loses all of its health points, which is a very odd way of doing it, but as soon as your plane loses all of its health points, then that is it, it's game over for you. It's not a realistic way of doing it, really, but hopefully they will change this in future. But for now, I have to declare War Thunder the winner in the game mechanics, just because of all the different plane damage effects and everything. For the game mechanics of the flying controls, you do have a in the arcade, you do have a system which assists you, as you have a little white ring on War Thunder, and that points to exactly where your plane is going. So if you move that, that's where your plane's going to start heading. World of Warplanes, you kind of have to guess where you're going, which is quite difficult when you first jump into the game, but you do pick it up fairly quick. Obviously in the full historic battles in War Thunder, then obviously you don't have the little white ring and it becomes literally a plane simulator, so you have to know where you're going without any help at all. So from game mechanics on the flying control side, I have to declare War Thunder the winner as well, just because of the assistance it gives you right at the start to literally nothing at the end, and it just relies on your skill. So moving on to the last aspect of these games is future content. War Thunder wants to bring in another couple of nations, wants to bring in Italy and Australia, which will obviously bring in a lot more aircraft as well. We want to bring in new game modes into the fray. They want to bring a new simulation level into the game as well. They want to bring in squads and squadrons, so clans, guilds type thing for the for just ease of play really, so you can play with your buddies and all the rest of it. They want to increase the modification options of planes. They want to bring in different kill streak rewards as well, which will be very interesting to see what they do there. They want to bring in combat events as well, which will be quite a good little thing to rush around to as well. They want to actually bring in 2 completely new game types as well, one being a kind of World of Tanks type game mode where you fight land battles, and then they want to bring in a sea type place, a navy type thing as well, so a bit of battleships. They want to, and then what they want to do with it all is literally they want to combine all 3 different modes into one massive game. So you have some people up in the air flying planes, some people on the ground driving the tanks, and some people on the water piloting the boats. So that will be a very cool game mode, I have to say. I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to that, especially if you've got a few friends, so you get one of you in the tank, one of you in the boat, and a couple of you say in the airplanes giving cover. That will be a wicked thing to do. They want to bring in more historic missions as well. They also want to bring in a World War game mode. Now this will be a very interesting thing as well, because this will just make a massive, obviously as you can imagine, this will just be a massive World War type game with just loads of crazy stuff happening all over the place. It'll be really good fun. They also want to bring in as well a full mission editor, so for all you people that enjoy making your own maps and missions and all the rest of it, that will be the thing for you, is a full mission editor. So definitely keep an eye out on that. When that does eventually get released, I will do a new video on that. I'm not one for really making stuff, but I will show you how they've put it in and what you can do with it, so keep an eye on that. But moving on to World of Warplanes. Oh, one last thing for War Thunder, sorry. The amount of planes that they actually want to put into game, I think this is a bit of a big commitment for them, bit of a big shock for them, but they apparently want to bring in about 5,000 planes, which is apparently the amount of planes that were around in World War II, the different types of planes and everything. So that would be very interesting to see how many of those they actually do bring in. But moving back onto World of Warplanes, they also want to bring in clans, so your squads and squadrons, and clan war events and all the rest of it. They want to boost the number of planes up to 100 per nation, and they do also want to bring in Britain into the fray, so that would be 500 planes in total in the game. They want to bring in more maps and destructible elements of the maps, so if you fly and pass a bridge, then you can shoot it and it falls down, which would be quite fun to watch. Especially if you're shooting a plane that's just decided to go under it as well. That would be very fun to watch him getting crushed by the bridge. They want to bring in time and weather conditions into the different maps as well, so shifting from day to night and from sunny to rainy, etc. All that kind of fun stuff, just to bring a real fresh feel to the game, keep it feeling really fresh, really like immersive. So you're in the game, you're feeling like you're in there, actually sat in the cockpit. All these different weather effects going off. But other than that, that is all that I have actually managed to find World of Warplanes going to be bringing in, which is a real shame really. I'm really liking the idea of the time and weather conditions. That would be a lovely thing to see. But from just that, I have to declare War Thunder the winner. So looking back at all the different aspects and everything, I'm just going to break it down quickly into who won what. So current content, battle types, and current content, battle types, maps, and single player options. War Thunder wins, so that's 4 to War Thunder. Customization, World of Warplanes wins that one, so that's 4-1 to War Thunder. Research for planes, World of Warplanes wins that one with the different modifications and everything you can unlock, so that is 4-2 to War Thunder. Graphics and sounds, now this is a tie, so I will not increase the scores on this as they both oh, actually, let's increase the scores. Let's give them both a point, shall we? So it's 5-3 to War Thunder. Game mechanics, because of all the different plane damages and the flying control assistance and all of the rest of it, War Thunder wins that one, so it is 6-3 to War Thunder. And future content, as described by the websites and Wikipedia pages, War Thunder wins this one, so I have to declare overall that War Thunder is the winner. It's winning 7 different aspects to World of Warplanes, 3 different aspects. Now, I will say now that I do prefer War Thunder as a game. I don't know what it is. I just get on better with War Thunder, but I did try and stay as impartial and unbiased as I could. I spent a good 4 hours, it was a long time, reading through different bits and bobs, making up different lists, writing a complete thing, just describing who won what and all the rest of it. So I have tried to stay as impartial as I could. I will, however, be keeping an eye on both of these games, even though I do prefer War Thunder. I still do play World of Warplanes now and again, so I will be keeping a big eye on both of these games. I will be looking at showing you the dynamic campaign and the full real scale battles in War Thunder, just to show you the different types of game modes in the game. So if you're not interested in the online stuff, say, for War Thunder, I will show you the single player missions and campaign mode. And then if you are interested in just a airplane simulator, I will show you the simulator game mode from War Thunder as well. But guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's helped you a little bit, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed my little versus competition between these two games. Really did enjoy doing this video, so if you want to see more of these types of videos where I kind of compare similar games to each other, please leave me a message either in the messages below or private message me. I do get to read it and I do try and reply, I really do, but sometimes I get a little bit caught up in other stuff, so it may take me a little while. But like I said, if you want to see more of these types of videos, so versus between 2 different games, then please let me know. I will gladly do them for you. But other than that, let me say thank you for watching again, guys, and I will see you next time.